everybody, Linda Wilson over at Learn to Transcribe Academy. I have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Melissa Nunez. Is that how you
Hi.
pronounce your name?
Nunez.
Nunez. Oh, hi. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Good.
You're located, I believe you told me, in Oklahoma.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in Oklahoma City.
Okay, great. Well, you just completed taking our legal transcription training with the apprenticeship opportunity, right?
Yes.
And you just took your exam, and yay, guess what happened? You passed it.
Yay. So
I know,
excited.
so excited. And so our next step is to try to get you referred out and get you working. I know you're ready, but
I'm very ready.
we had a conversation off camera, and you were telling me that uh your experience with our exam and what happened to you. And I'd love for you just to tell people about that. But first, just tell us a little about your background, and everything, just
Okay.
quickly.
So I have a bachelor's degree in communication with a minor in women's studies. And I've been wanting to do something related to my degree. And I've done many different admin roles starting off. And I could never find my foot in the door in a place that I just found comfortable and something that I could see as me doing for a very long time or the rest of my life, per se, until I ran into a lady on TikTok that had taken your course, and she was a transcriptionist, and she made it sound amazing. She put on there about the Learn to Transcribe course and how much Linda was such a help to her, and how she works from home and she's putting in all the work, and how great it sounded. So I immediately said, I'm going to go register and do these courses. And I could really see that this would benefit me and work with my degree, because I do love writing. I do love communication in general. So I really do feel like this was just a blessing in disguise to run into her and to run into this program and this class. And so I did take the first exam last month, and I failed it. And that night I was very upset and very just emotionally a wreck. And I pretty much cried that night, just like I'm not used to failing. I'm not a failure, and I know that. So the next morning I woke up and I just went through all my practice files all over again. And that's what I was doing this whole last month, just doing all my practice files, reviewing, especially the punctuation course in the class, because punctuation has always been my downfall. So I went over that, reviewed that, and just went through my transcription files. I was timing myself constantly. And I have I basically had the time to be able to do that. So I'm not currently employed at the moment, but I do have two elderly parents, and one with dementia and one who just has issues in general. So I'm pretty much their caretaker, my parents' caretaker. But while I'm doing that, I just put all my work and effort into this class, and I fell in love with it. So I do love transcription, and then now I signed up for the Transcribe Edit class because I would love to be good in both, and I would love to have a job in both where I could be making money in both of those. I just feel like it's a great program, and I feel like anybody who is thinking about something like this, I mean, definitely take Linda's course, because um, she's very good at what she does. So I very much enjoyed it, and I recommend it to anybody. I will be leaving a great review for her, because I really do feel like she was very explained everything so well in all of her lessons. And I just absolutely loved it, and I recommend it to anybody who's thinking about transcription. I really do.
Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet to say all that. Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
very much. Well, what you just described could apply to a lot of people. Sometimes we get bummed and we get down and we get upset. And I know what you're talking about. Like, you're not accustomed to failure and you don't like when you can't master something right off the bat.
No.
But the secret to it is not giving up and figuring out a way to come back and make a comeback, but not just jump right back, but do some homework first and figure out what do I need to do to get where I need to be. And that's exactly
Yes.
what you did. And for
I
you, it was review, practice,
yes.
and drilling some of this stuff in your memory where you will automatically knowing what to do without having to stop and think about it.
Yes, and I made lots of index cards of notes and things, even index cards for like my fanboys and my
Mhm.
macros, and just little notes here and there that I put up on a affirmation. I made a whole affirmations table on my in the back of my room here. So I have all my affirmations and saying I will succeed, and just reading over all these little things I have up on my board here, and reading over my notes that I made on my index cards and things, and that helped me study and just give it my all for this second time around. I
Well,
really do feel comfortable in this, and I feel like I
paid off. It's paying off for you, and
yes,
that's what tenacity and don't give up. This is what happens to people. You will
yes,
succeed if you just and if you get stuck and you're not sure what direction, what do I need to do? That's what we're here for as
right,
guides and coaches to assess that and evaluate and help you figure that out. But you were
right,
smart enough, you figured it out on your own and you just backed up, shut the door, leave me alone. I'm gonna figure this out.
yes,
And you did. And
I
I'm
did.
so proud for you, proud of
Thank
you
you.
for doing that. I really am. And I just can't
Thank you
wait
so
for you to
much.
get out in the field and come back and report to us that you're just doing great and loving it. And uh,
I most definitely will.
I can see that you're going to have a really good future with this. And who knows,
Yes,
down the road, that could catapult you or transition over into something else.
right,
Maybe you decide you want to be a court reporter, for instance, and
right,
you would have already mastered your transcript side of it. And that's half of the equation right there is knowing how to make these transcripts. And, you know, like we said before, when a door closes, a window will open if you just
that's
watch
right.
for it. And I think that's kind of you're living proof of that right now. You're explaining that,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's just great. All right, well, unless you have anything else to say, if you do, go ahead. We'll start to kind of close this out for today. I'm so excited for you, and we're going to get you up and rolling, and hopefully get started making money.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
as
I'm
possible.
excited. I
All right,
definitely am
anything
excited.
else you'd like to say before we stop?
Anyone that's wanting to or thinking about taking this course, I highly recommend it. They get you all the way where you need to go to get your foot in the door, to go all the way. And like I said, I did the apprenticeship with it, the paid apprenticeship with it, which I'm glad I did. And Linda's helping me through this phase and the next step, and helping me get my foot in the door with a person. So I'm excited. I'm just very excited to start working.
I think you're
And I
just,
highly recommend it. I
well,
can't say that enough.
thank you so much. And thank you for trusting us with your time, your effort, your money,
Yes, ma'am.
just everything you brought in too. And most of
And I
all,
know once I start working, I mean, I'm just going to make that money right back. So
oh,
I'm
you'll make
very,
it back really,
yes,
really fast. But
that's exactly why I put the money into it. And same thing with MaxScribe. I put the money into it because I know as soon as I start working, I'm already going to start working now. So I mean, I'll make that money back immediately. So it's
well,
great.
you're investing in yourself,
Yes.
and that's what it is. But the thing that I appreciate the most is having your trust that you trusted us, and
Yes, ma'am.
that means the world to me because there's so many fly by nights and scammers and all kinds of crazy things all over the internet. It's really hard to know who is legitimate and who's not. And
Right.
you you just had that feeling about it and you roll with it and it turned out you were right. So
That's right.
that's good. All right. Well, you just stay in touch and we'll meet again through email and we'll get you up and rolling just ASAP. Okay.
Great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.